Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. We are here at Nipton. Not to go into Nipton though, we are going this way to our little marker down there in the lower left-hand corner. And we're gonna go and we are going to, where is it? It's right here. Midnight science fiction feature. Investigate the midnight showing at the Mojave Drive-In. That's what we're going to do. Mysterious broadcast, Mojave, and I don't know what those are. So, Black Mountain Zone. I wonder, the mysterious broadcast? Do you have something about us? No. Just a mysterious broadcast. Okay, I thought maybe we know something about it or whatever, but it does not seem to be the case. Oh, these are our friends' little deals here. We don't need to know about that. And we're all caught up. We read those in one of the other episodes, the last DLC episodes. This Mojave Drive-In. Well, it said the midnight showing, so I have a feeling that we're here. And it's activate crash satellite. Nothing happens since the midnight showing at the Mojave Drive-In hasn't started yet. Alright, well, let's go over here. I don't know if it's gonna start or something if we are too close to it. So, what we're gonna do is wait. And we gotta wait for so long. Till midnight. We're probably gonna be hungry and thirsty. Yep, there it is. Okay, food. Grilled mantis. And there we go. Okay, so it's just an eye. It's an eyeball. And that seems to be it. There's nothing else. And it doesn't do anything. Let's see. Joshua Graham lives. The burned man walks. Well, I didn't see that earlier. But I guess we can activate this now. Activate crash satellite. Okay, the crashed satellite seems to be the source of the strange transmission you received. Old World Blues is recommended for experienced couriers. Level 15 plus, which were the plus. You have a premonition that while you'll be unable to return to the Mojave until you solve the mysteries of the Big Empty, you will be able to take anything you can carry with you, and you will be able to return to the Big Empty anytime after completing Old World Blues. If you are up to the challenge and you have all you want to carry with you, examine the satellite a little closer. The atomic wonders of science await. And yes, we did prepare for this. I have some guns. Only regular ammo, but we have the guns, and we have the food, and we have the armor, which I had to repair, but we have all of that. So I think that we are set up, and we'll take a closer look.
In the years before the Great War, Big Mountain had been the home to the brightest minds of the 21st century. Scientists of vision were drawn to the facility to tackle the greatest technological challenges of the era. They sought to create a new world, fueled by technology for the benefit of all mankind. Sonic emitters, space-age alloys, DNA hybridization, force field particle research, autodoc advances in cranial, cardiac, and trauma surgery. The hopes and dreams of a century became realities in the electronic forges of Big Mountain. The nucleus of this research was the Dome, a huge stone facility that held the labs of every science known to man. It was a think tank where no problem could not be solved, where no question could not be answered. The Great War brought a new energy to Big Mountain and its scientists. Although sheltered from the front lines, the scientists waged their own war, fighting their battles at the atomic level. Equations and calculations marched endlessly across chalkboards and computer terminals toward one solution: winning the war. For years, the minds and computers of Big Mountain were a blaze of trajectories, weapon schematics, and nuclear theories. The problems began to outpace the solutions, first geometrically, then exponentially. As the war escalated, so did the questions. On the night of October 23rd, 2077, the scientists received an answer that put all their questions to rest. In the aftermath, Big Mountain's silent experiments went to sleep, their creators slowly dying in the new world that had been left behind. And the great stone in the middle of the Big Empty lay untouched, filled with countless technological wonders. Wonders that, in the end, had been answers to the wrong question.
You feel strangely heavier. A quick inspection of your body reveals faint surgical scars around your head, chest, and back. Why did we woke up here on a balcony? Maybe it, oh wow. Maybe it's for that. It's a nice place, huh? Oh look, a box. Oh, didn't want that wrench. At least we have all of our stuff still. Ooh, look at this. Take those. Okay, let's go into the sink. And, good to go. Is there anything out here? Some sort of garden. This way. That requires a key. There's a little tiny Securitron. That's funny. Alright, well, we'll go where it kind of tells us to go. Where do we want to go? To the Big Empty or the think tank? It wants us to go to the think tank. Alright, a strange feeling of pacifism comes over you, and you find you cannot draw your weapon for some reason. What the heck? Okay, going forward.
I thought I heard the pacification fields kick in. All right, shh. Nobody move. I'll handle this. Be warned, intruder. You are in the presence of a mighty think tank of Big Mountain. The collective geniuses of... We... By Oppenheimer, which one of you self-professed geniuses has been adjusting my volume knob? Who was it? Was it you, 8? Oh, Dr. O, was it? Likely story. O couldn't spark 2 neurons if they were in a lattice of biomed gel.
What? Me? Breaking news, Klein. It wasn't me, all right? I'm the robotical engineer. 8 is sound waves. That's his specialty. You always do this. You always demean me in front of guests. And it's not O, all right? It's...
Enough! Either of you do it again, it'll be the last time. Now... Great. Now I forgot what I was saying. What was I talking about?
Well, let's see. How are you all speaking through that one voice box? I was at a theater, then I was here. What is this place? Are you the one who performed the surgery on me? Not to cut your speech off. Is there something coming in on the big monitor? I don't give a crap what you have to say. Tell me why you hauled me here. Do it now. We'll do this one, I guess, because apparently there is. Not to cut you off, but is there something coming in on the big monitor?
Dr. Klein, a transmission from the Forbidden Zone, coming right at us. It can only be...
If it isn't my old colleagues, the mighty think tank of Big Mountain. Big fools, all of you. It is I, Dr. Mobius, transmitting from my dome-shaped dome in the Forbidden Zone. A zone that is, yes, forbidden to you! Even now, my deadly robo-scorpions swarm across Big Mountain with their pincers and pointy laser tails. Soon, all science will be mine! Even the technology sealed in the Big Mountain research centers cannot save you. So cower in your think tank. Wait for the end. That's all. Goodbye.
Mobius. Always the same broadcast. He's clearly mad, driven insane by his flawed and imprecise kindergarten-level research methodology.
What are we going to do? There's no way we can breach the Forbidden Zone. There's those robot scorpions everywhere.
The Forbidden Zone, where no brain has ever entered, nor ever returned.
Except Dr. Mobius, and the technologies that could save us. They are out of our reach.
And Dr. Mobius mocks us. Did you see his cracked monitor? He's clearly let himself go.
What? Ask the lobotomite for help? 8, I think you need the fluid levels in your logic assist pumps checked.
If this lobotomite responded, Dr. Klein, then it is clearly intelligent, perhaps even displays heretofore unknown levels of helpfulness.
But what of its brain? We scooped that out. We don't even know where we left it. And for putting it back in, none of us have the knowledge.
Yes, but it's still aware and responsive. Look at it. It's regarding us even now, with its big teddy bear eyes. If we ask it politely, and leave the part about the unnecessary, ruthless lobotomizing out, it might be favorably disposed to us.
You lobotomized me? You removed my brain? Essentially, these two things are the same. Is that why I feel so odd and heavy? I doubt it. I mean, not removing the brain, right? But we do have scars elsewhere. So something must have been put in, I would assume. But we'll say this one. You removed my brain?
We removed your brain, yes. So soft, barely wrinkled, yet so flush with knowledge and experience. Brain extraction technology has been standard practice at Big Mountain for an immeasurable amount of time.
Once the brain was out, then came the coils. The Tesla coils. The coils of Nikola Tesla.
Alright, and we receive the brainless perk, in quotes. Your brain has been replaced with advanced technologies. Your head can no longer be crippled, that's nice, and is resistant to chem addiction, plus 25 resistance, and shock from bodily damage, plus 5% damage threshold, minimum is plus 1. Okay.
Yeah, ain't no need to brag. Wherever your brain is, it's transmitting thoughts to you through the
Tesla coils in its head.
This is fortunate in many respects. If your brain was anywhere in the dome, why, you could access your aggression centers.
Circumventing the pacification field. This is a no-no. We have never been in a fight. We do not want that. Reminds me of my days in American High. And Richie Marcus.
Okay, well that doesn't explain the laser sutures on my chest and on my spine. How much surgery did you do on me? I feel like a badly put together jigsaw puzzle. Why am I all cut up? I feel like some kid was playing with my insides. We'll do the medicine check.
Darla, was it necessary this time?
I assume full responsibility. I take my duties in the prodding and excision of living, breathing tissue quite seriously. Although in truth, the autodoc had done most of the work already. Quite industrious, almost cut into all my investigations. Once it had removed the brain and I misplaced it, other organs began to cry for direction, using your nerves as telegraph wires. Rather than let them send their signals, I removed them as well. Shh, little organs. Go to sleep in your tanks. Dala loves you.
First was the heart.
Okay, we gain the Heartless perk. The scars on your chest seem to confirm what the think tank is saying. You cannot be poisoned, and filters in your artificial blood pump will regulate bleeding and healing, allowing all healing items, chems, to function at higher level, 25%. Robots are now confused by you, and 50% less to score a critical hit.
Wait, I mean, second was the heart. Brain was first. Third was the spine.
And with that, we get the Spineless perk. Due to complications with this procedure, your spine has been replaced as well. Your torso can no longer be crippled, and your strength and damage threshold have been increased by +1.
spine. Totally overrated, that arrangement of vertebrae. Look at me, with my lumbar and thoracic curvature. Never had a use for any of that. Spineless is what I prefer.
So you took out my brain, heart, and spine? You extracted my brain, but what do you mean, misplaced it? If you ripped out my brain, where the heck is it? We're gonna say this one.
To be correct, you should say the auto-dock took out your brain. It did all the heavy lifting. It has never worked so hard before. It was unusual. It worked so hard on your surgery, it destroyed its own memory. How odd. I bet your brain remembers what happened.
That auto-dock junk heap was one of Mobius's creations, like the rest of the talking scrap metal in the attic.
After that, the brain lost itself. Not in the metaphysical sense. Might have gotten flushed into one of the pipes. Actually, that's pretty likely.
If so, it was flushed all the way to Mobius. Whoosh! That is the sound of flushing. By the Fisher of Rolando, enough of this biological surgery talk. Lobotomite, listen to my voice. It denominates me to ask, but we need your help. In most probable of probabilities, our enemy, Mobius, has your brain. This is not good. He will most likely come after our brains next. We want you to stop him, somehow, with science.
You said something about needing technologies to stop Mobius? First you scoop up my brain, and now you want me to save you? We'll go with that one. No, I'm not going to help you. I guess we probably... we'll do this one. We'll do this one.
That is correct, yes. I hope you're not demonstrating resentment now. If you are, well, we can't have that.
What makes you so sure that this Mobius has my brain? How the heck am I even talking to you right now? That does it. Forget this. I'm not helping you until I get my brain back. We could do that, but I'm assuming that we need to help them because this guy's got it. And they're gonna have to... Okay, yeah, so we'll do this one. So what makes you so sure about this?
We have no idea. This line of questioning isn't important to us right now. Why are you asking these tangential questions? Stop it! We need these technologies. You need to get them. You must get them.
You are equipped to retrieve the technologies with your primitive form. We are not.
It's kind of embarrassing. You have hands, and a heartbeat, sort of. And eyes, mostly the hands. There's door handles and lockers and...
Enough! We need your help. Will you help us?
Just spit it out before you bore me to death. I'm listening. Let's hear it. I'll help. What do I need to do? I'll say this one because my guy is annoyed.
Excellent. This is turning out much better than the activate the retreat protocols and cower in my room idea I had earlier.
Agreed. Oh, and I've used my robotical knowledge to, transmit the radio map waves to... Settle down, 8. I would have gotten it in a second, all right? 8's transmitted the last known coordinates of the research centers. They, well, move sometimes. Or get buried. Or blow up.
8 is correct. All we need are the schematics. This does not mean we do not want the cold hard technology, however. So do not give in to your biological tired laziness and decide you would sweat too much carrying them. You have a new spine. Use it. And even if you die in the act of reclamation, simply reaching them will auto-transmitify the schematics to us. That is still good. For us.
Listen, this whole place sounds dangerous. These devices sound dangerous. What are these technologies? If you don't tell me what I need to find, I can't help you, alright? We'll do that one.
The technologies are the X2 transmitter antenna array, used to focus coherent thought at excessively high frequencies.
The psychoanalytic, cardiac dampening, sneaky stealth suit. A suit like nothing this world has ever heard, seen, or could ever see.
And 8's sonic soundwave emitter projectile gun, able to broadcast sound at lethal frequencies. It also gives a great biogel massage.
There. We have informed you of all we need. We estimate if you are focused, your time investment will be minimal, by our standards. If you work quickly, you will be the recipient of a gesture of gratitude from us. We do not bestow these old-world gestures lightly.
Well, the faster I can get through this, the better. Trust me, I want to get this over with as quickly as possible. What if I take my time, explore the crater?
What illogic is this? Keep your filthy, penis-tipped feet out of our labs and secrets!
There are things here no lobotomite was meant to see. Things that would astound and possibly terrify. Terrify!
Yeah, we don't come into your lab and decant your solutions.
Only the magnificence of our monitors allow for true comprehension of the wonders of Big Mountain. Shield your jellied eyes lest they burn from your skull.
Here's the thing, you took out my brain, my spine, and my heart, so I'm going to go ahead and explore whatever I want, and that's my payment. Well, it won't, there's going to be more payment than that. Alright, I guess I better get walking then. Doesn't sound like my style. Maybe I'll do a little exploring. Then, can you help me get this done as quickly as possible? Sounds like a lot of walking. I kind of want to do this one. But we're going to do this one, because I want to see if they will help us. They're not going to.
Ah, that is correct. You must walk upon your many penised feet. Much slower than our advanced hovering robotical frames.
The little teddy bear could always run right into the pylon perimeter on its thick, turgid feet, returning it to us quickly and directly.
Pylons. What pylons? What are you talking about? There's a perimeter? That sounds suspiciously like I can't leave.
The radar fence that surrounds the Big Mountain crater will protect you from straying beyond the facility.
The mighty radar fence protects us all. Get too close to the blinking posts, and the proximity warning shall be your warning. You are too close.
If you get near it, your vision will blur as the electrodes in your head shut off one by one. Click, click, click.
Possible memory loss will occur, along with long-term nerve degradation. It is tied to not having a brain attached to your nervous system, but the nerve degradation is nothing to worry about. Such degradation would take many lifespans to become evident, and all biology dies. Such tiny inconveniences are less than the greater convenience and conveyance. You see, if rendered unconscious by the pylons, you will be returned to the sink, seemingly instantaneously, by your deadened perceptions.
So why can't so I can't leave then. Why can't you go out there and shut them down? Oh, great. I don't want to hear any more about that. We're gonna ask them this.
Out there? We're not going out there. It's dangerous. We're smart, not suicidal.
Oh, Dr. Klein? Dr. Klein? If I may intersect for a moment.
What is it? The lobotomite is asking me things, and I'm trying to ignore them. My processors can't ignore you both at the same time.
Well, you know how we asked it to fetch the sonic emitter thing? Turns out we already have it. What are the odds?
What is this, a high school science fair? Get your act together. You're making us look like a collection of round earthers.
You're always yelling. My receptors can't take it anymore. And neither can my feelings.
I am yelling because you contaminated specimens can't keep your probes off the volume knob on my voice module.
If you have the gun already, I don't understand what you need. For the love of... Please, stop fighting. If there's a weapon you can give me, hand it over. I'll put it to good use. Alright. If you have the gun already, I don't understand what you need. We'll do we'll do this one.
It is truly the end of all intelligence when the lobotomite speaks more wisdom than you geniuses. So, if we have the sound wave, sonic projecto thing gun, then what in Heisenberg's name do we need from X8? Anyone?
I believe we need a new frequency embedded into the gun. It was designed to broadcast many sounds once charged. We just don't know the frequency.
And it is lost in X8, just as X8 is forever lost to us. The sadness of my high school days, the sadness of my youth lost.
Oh, really, Boros? All you did in high school was call me Fink Tattletale and all the kids you hated, you little teacher's pet brown hound.
Give the lobotomite the emitter. Does it have an audio effect frequency loaded?
Oh, I don't think so. Wait.
What is he doing?
I think he's sonjaculating into the gun, getting it warmed up. Ding. Turkey's done.
You give it to the lobotomite. I'm not touching that thing.
Oh, I don't think so.
I'll do it if you two are going to be ashamed of your own technological needs. Let me give it a little sonic sterilization first. Ooh. All right. All antibacterial fresh. Here, my little teddy bear. I have thoroughly removed all Robco Termlink code spew from the device. It is clean, shiny, and ready for your hands.
Ooh, look at this couple of skill checks here. Energy weapons 50, which we just got in the last DLC. Energy cells have a high expenditure rate. Some extra reserve cells could offset that. The sonic gun looks like an energy projectile. Got anything that spits lead? What were you saying about the force field disruption? This thing is pretty cool. It's got a little sound wave thingy on the back. No, we'll do the energy weapons one.
Yes, I believe Watts Electronics tended to make the battery shelf life on the low end.
They certainly did. Batteries for my vivisectors would always come up short right before climax.
I think Watts manufactured holodiscs. Or was it holotapes? Never can keep those two straight. Anyway, we're out of small energy cells. Dala? You have some? Why do we... Actually, never mind. I don't even want to know. And no, I don't want to handle your batteries. Just pass them on to the lobotomite yourself.
I guess we can ask him about this one too. So these will work in the sonic emitter. These have been sterilized too, right? Nice, this should be enough. We're gonna do this one.
What did it say? Spit lead? What, like pencils?
Oh, I think it wants a combustion pistol.
A gun? Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns kill. Leave big open holes in you that are like sores, but worse.
Dr. 8 is correct. We already have given the teddy bear a lethal sonic death ray, filled with his sonic ejaculate and sterilized by my soft oohing. Giving the teddy bear a gun would be the equivalent of following a glass of hemlock with an Abraxo chaser. Delicious and redundantly deadly.
If you're going to bring the Socratic method into it, fine. Give the Loboto bear a combustion gun. Burroughs, don't you have something like that?
Are you mad? We can't give it a gun. Guns... Wait, I said that already. Yes, I have the Cyberdog gun, with the little floppy metal ears and the curious nose sensor. Here.
Fine. Done. That gun makes me uncomfortable anyway. Always worried it's going to hump my chassis. Anything else, lobotomite?
Well, this gun looks really hungry. I'd like to make sure it gets fed lots of bullets. If there's nothing more, I need to stop Mobius. I could care less about all of this. Can I go? We're gonna do the first one.
Fine. Moros, more ammo. The good stuff.
Top shelf ammunition. Let's see. Hollow point? That's worthless, but tasty. Oh, and here's some JFP. As if bullets need jackets. The JFP might make it ill and poop a lot, but when you're hungry, you're hungry.
It takes 357, which, fortunately for us, is what our pistol takes right now. Nice, this should be enough.
Careful where you're pointing that. That device wasn't always a weapon. It was more like a force field kind of thing. Once.
Force fields prevent us from moving, forward or backward.
They are irritating.
The sonic emitter was specially designed to disable our own safety fields here in Big Mountain. When some of us lost our access passes, Dr. O.
That only happened once. And I know you were behind stealth fielding my lab keys, Dalla. You formographer.
Dr. O, you rewind that comment.
Plenty of rewinding already going on in your formography tapes. Surprised that things don't snap out of their cases with repeated observations.
Wait, so this gun you gave me can disable force fields? This can only work on fields here in the crater?
Yes, but not currently.
Yeah, we lost that part of the schematics. Or Boros did, in one of his stupid labs. Or inside one of his stupid pets.
It is lost. All questions lead to this conclusion. The blue fields within Big Mountain shall be fielded with force. Forever.
Okay, great. I don't want to hear any more about that. Can you please hurry? I got a schedule. If there's nothing more, I need to stop Mobius.
Fine, so, yes. Get these things for us. Do not attempt to comprehend their complicated schematics. That is for us to do.
I'll head out then, and be back with these things. Oh, I'll be sure not to tamper with anything, I promise. I'll go and get those technological wonders and see how much damage I can do. I'll go with this one.
Well, good. What are the token words spoken in this case? Thank you? Yes. Thank you.
Wait, is it leaving? But, Dr. Klein, the lobotomite will need rest, recuperation, things like that. I volunteer my chambers, so it might be stared at. My monitor radar slowly scanning its form to collect sensitive data.
No! That would put it too close to us. It could press buttons, turn lights on and off, and worse, let other lobotomites in.
We could give it Mobius's old room. That's where its brain got scooped out anyway. And plus, some of its parts are already there. Might be more comforting for it to hang out with its spine and heart. Home is where the heart is, after all. See what I did there? Wet literal.
I suppose. We'll have to move that couch out of there. Been putting that off too long.
H says, let the lobotomite take the Sync Central Intelligence personality chip and reinstall it. That stuffy Mobius program butler can walk the lobotomite, feed it, barter with it for us.
It would also prevent it from going to Higgs Village and taking up residence there with my teddy bears. And it would be nice to have it so close.
Your logic, combined with my desire to keep the think tank lobotomite free, has swayed me. Here, I present the Sync Central Intelligence. Lobotomite, take this chip to the sink, plug it in, and make sure the chip is clean, or it could skip. Then make whatever crude biologic demands you need of the sink. It will cater to most of your hormonal whims.
Couple more checks here. 6 of 8, this one won't work. Just one of these chips, huh? I guess they're rare. So, just plug it into the circular map thing in the sink upstairs. Alright, having a store available would be helpful. It has a store connection, right? Or we can barter, which we have the skill to do. I can trade with the Sync Intelligence. Then I'll need something to activate that function, won't I?
I cannot dispute your logic. Do we have objects to activate the chip's exchange routines?
What, like stuff? Things?
Yes, things.
I don't know. Might be some old Nuka-Cola or Sunset Sarsaparilla bottle caps lying around. It's not currency per se. Still might be enough to trick the Sync's trade routines. Mobius put that test line for caps in the code as a debug command, I think.
I don't believe that was Mobius's reason. His wild speculation concerning post-Holocaust economic systems was quite extensive and of high decibel.
Enough! Surrender these so-called bottle caps, Nuka and Sunset alike. In their role as things, they will serve as adequate test subjects.
All right, here, cap away. Hope that stupid chip chokes on them.
This amount clearly represents a deficiency in the amount of caps needed. Okay, yeah. So just plug it into the, yeah, we did that one. Okay, so this one.
Again, your logic is unassailable in its simplistic need. Oh?
Fine. It's not going to help. That chip will probably refuse them anyway, as stuck up as it is.
Look, I'd hate to come back and ask for more. A little extra would guarantee you're not disturbed.
If I were not as intelligent as I am, I would feel as if perhaps I'm being tricked. Impossible. Oh, more.
Why don't you make the lobotomite a bottle cap factory, Klein? Or better yet, give it a ton of things to activate the chip.
Oh, we don't have enough. The ton of things sounds good. We can try it, I guess.
No. If those don't work, then you will have to sell it your nose or some of your penises.
Can ask about the chips.
Rare, I guess. Might be more somewhere, I forget. I mean, such knowledge is encrypted deep in my databanks.
Alright, so just plug it into the circular map thing. Alright, having a store available would be helpful. Has a connection to a store, right?
Yes, you may need to wiggle it in a bit, but don't force it. We can't recode them if you break it. There is no more we can do to aid you, and our patience levels are depleted. Now go. Rest in the sink if you must, but leave us to our research.
If you're done, can we move again? My biogel's starting to crampagulate.
Of course! Go man your science stations! Go! I am surrounded by children.
Oh, finally. That was a lot. They're all... Okay. Well, I mean, they're around, so we'll go and talk to them, I guess, individually now. Let's start here on the bottom floor.
The lobotomite animal before me. What other terrifying terrors will plague us in our quest for knowledge? Communists? Communist animals, perhaps? Be warned. Attempt to propaganda me. I will shriek as a frightened babe, calling loyal cyber dogs to my aid. Do you comprehend, commie animal?
I don't know why we're a communist. Animal? Did you just call me an animal? Do you always get so dramatic? Calm down, I just had some questions. We'll say, do you always get so dramatic?
Drama? There is no drama in science. As I learned in high school, science is an intellectual pursuit devoid of bestial emotions. Unless, of course, you are a communist. Like Betsy Bright, who sat next to me in math, and her smoking Confederate Richie Marcus. As I learned in my high school, American High, AHS, drama is for movies, things of fiction. Here in the think tank, the only star is science.
So who are you? What do you do here?
Before you is the brain of Dr. Boros, head of animology, beastology, and DNA scrambling technology here at Big Mountain. I lay the bones and hearts of animals bare beneath my searing gaze, especially the dogs. I did so love dogs once. Especially Gabe, that rascal. But there are many animals to shape. Industrious cazadors, the happy-go-lucky night stalkers. They are my living, breathing DNA test tubes.
You are responsible for the Cazadors and the Night Stalkers?
Indeed. Docile, curious, safe, sterile. They are contained here at Big Mountain to preserve DNA and for observation.
Well, I got news. What makes you think they haven't escaped? Contained at Big Mountain, those things are all over the Mojave.
No, such creatures are found only here, for research purposes. They would no more be capable of escape than breeding.
I don't think they're sterile. And they breed, all right.
I cannot expect a lobotomite to understand the careful surgical castrating procedures used in their creation. Perhaps a demonstration of my castrating power would settle your doubts.
I don't know if I want to say this one. Nope, that's alright. What makes you think they haven't escaped?
Because Big Mountain safety measures are far more sophisticated than their primitive animal instincts. We are their lords and masters.
Okay, well, I had other questions.
Submit your questions. I shall respond with deadly answers.
I'd like to know more about Mobius and the Forbidden Zone, please.
The malignant tumor that is Mobius plagues us all. His hunger for power, insatiable. From his lair in the Forbidden Zone, his terrifying robo-scorpion army clicks and whirs across the crater of Big Mountain, ever seeking, ever stinging. He must be stopped, or all of Big Mountain shall be destroyed.
Tell me about this radar fence around the crater.
The radar fence protects us all. If evidence is correct, the one who built it is me. It keeps anything with a disembodied brain inside, like us, and anything without a brain also inside. It is the ultimate defense against communist aggression. There'll be no infectious ideas on my watch.
So that's probably why we were able to get in, because we had a body and brain, and that's why the Cazadors and the Night Stalkers got out, because they have bodies and brains. Or somewhat. That fence doesn't make much sense to me.
It makes perfect sense. Who are you to question the mighty radar fence? Ever since my anxiety-filled days of powerlessness and being bullied in American high school, I have dreamed of such security as the fence. That and giant cybernetic dogs that would ruthlessly patrol and kill anyone who wasn't my friend, like Richie Marcus and Betsy Bright. Who's laughing now, Betsy? I hope you and Richie are happy smoking in your radioactive coffins. I'm glad you never came to my birthday party.
Don't you want to leave here? But there's a whole world beyond this place.
No! Beyond is death, despite mounting evidence to the contrary. No matter where these strange humans wander in from with their ideas and new brains, there is nothing beyond Big Mountain.
Evidence to the contrary?
Enough! Stop filling my precious brain cell units with irrelevant data. You sound like the other visitors, making wild claims of a world beyond, where there is a war beyond war. It is unproven and unthinkable. Bother the other doctors with your crackpot theories. I have no time. None of us do.
But you told me to bother the other doctors. Why does Klein want these particular technologies?
There is logic and purpose in it. If these technologies are needed to pierce the Forbidden Zone, so be it. Science is powerful, and in the right hands, our hands, if we had hands, we would be nigh unstoppable.
So, what can you tell me about the Big Empty? Or, it's, I guess, Big Mountain? I don't know. I don't know. I think they're the same. They're interchangeable, I think.
That castrated nickname of our facility is not its true name. The true name is
Big Mountain! Where are your manners? It is our home, threatened by the horrors of Mobius. All we wish to do is continue our research, layer upon layer, above and beneath the floor of the crater, until we have our answers. But no, Mobius will not let us rest, scaring us with his scary robots with their laser tails and blowing up all the time.
Why have you leveled this place?
It was not our first choice of testing grounds, but we no longer have the luxuries of our test cities. Then we lost the mountain. After the explosion, we couldn't find it anymore. So the crater became our testing grounds for science.
What are you talking about, test cities?
Yes. In the past, individuals would come to us, pay for technology, and if their town, community, or city was just right, we could use that city as a controlled experiment. Vault-Tec was much better at it, of course. We had to make do, get permission. Sometimes. If only we could have used commie cities. But capturing whole cities was hard, so we captured enough commies to make cities of our own. So we had a group of Chinese prisoners to experiment on. Those were the days. But the true test was science on unsuspecting Americans. Whether it was holograms, new autodocs, toxins, vending machines, we wound them up, let them go into tiny, isolated towns. Then we observed.
That's sick. Like, in the bad way, not like in the good way. What was this explosion you were talking about?
Boom! Yes, quite unexpected and embarrassing. All better now after the landscaping, though. Much more pleasing to our monitors. And the crater helps keep everything inside, because it is bowl-shaped.
Okay, seems like that's it. Never mind, I think we've spoken enough.
Until next time, then. Provided there is a next time. For any of us.
Well, that was a lot. Can we use these? No. Can't use them. How about you? What was that? Can you speak? Do you understand me? Did something happen with your voice module? I have no idea what you're saying right now. Blasting me with staticky clicks isn't helpful. Did something happen to your voice module? That's too bad. Or good, or something. Is that a yes or a no? Or a yes-no? You better not be cussing me out right now. We'll do the first one, I suppose. All of them aren't great. Well, could I ask you some questions? Yeah, okay. Who are you? Well, that sounds important, I think. Do you know anything about Dr. Mobius or the Forbidden Zone? A lot of question marks. It seems that kind of what they want you to know is in the middle. I haven't really been looking anywhere else. Alright, just calm down. Didn't mean to alarm you. Can you tell me about these technologies that Dr. Klein wants? You sound agitated. Or you're percolating or something. I swear your brain tank thing just sparked. We'll do that one. Alright, well, after listening a bit, that's Robco Terminal Protocol. You're broadcasting there, right? I can't do perception, so this one. Well, I'm just full of surprises. Well, I've hacked enough Robco terminals to know. Can't get away from their code, even with voice modules, huh? Yeah. Huh. Nice pun on the header file ref. I agree. If someone would take the time, you're more than just sound effects in a tank. No, I understand. It's hard to learn new languages. So, your broadcast pattern is Robco Termlink, but not by choice. We'll do this one. Look, if that's Robco Termlink protocol, doesn't that mean it can be hacked? Now that we know each other better, can you tell me more about the sonic emitter? How did you fire up the sonic emitter when I arrived again? About when I first arrived, tell me you didn't sunjaculate into the sonic emitter. I wanted to ask you some questions. I'll be going right now. Okay, we'll do this one. Look, it'll only take a second to violate your rights and make your voice mine. If that's termlink code, don't worry, I'm not going to take advantage of your exposed code. Wait, I guess this one? Save wavelength, and we've leveled up. Not a problem. I know what it's like being experimented on. We could say, look, don't make me regret this. Alright. Quit your grinning, you idiot. About when I first arrived, tell me you didn't sunjaculate into the sonic emitter. Well, there had to be some other way to fire it up. Can we at least talk it over next time? Now that we know each other better, can you tell me about the sonic emitter? Well, projecto is kind of evident. Emitter works better. Wait, we can't, what? Is he just done with us? Oh. Good to see you, 8. Any new discoveries today? Trust me, I'll get the technologies alright. I wanted to ask you some questions. Never mind. Okay. Well, we can talk to them later. There's 5 of them, so we'll talk to these 2, and then we'll go to Dr. whatever.
I love to hear you breathe.
Thank you.
You are an unusual specimen to so boldly walk into the mighty expanse of the think tank, fearless and proud as a teddy bear. Between the extraction of their higher reasoning abilities and urination-inducing fear, most lobotomites dare not approach us, let alone speak to us. Yet you have no such fear. Facing me, epidermis flushed with blood, plasma running molten beneath, your face contorting with muscular expression. Will you indulge me? Say a few words. Face towards the monitors, please, so that I might record it for further examination.
The quick scribe jumped over the lazy paladin.
Yes, go on. Seeing your lips and mouth forming the words, both revolting and somehow... How does it feel to have the flesh roll around in your mouth like that? To control each muscle and the tongue? Like having a fish or extremely dexterous slug lolling and flopping in one's mouthal cavity.
Oh, look at that, we can do the lady killer. It seems to me you have more biological needs than your counterparts. Who are you, and what do you do here? Why did you remove my brain, and how? I feel strange in here, peaceful but on edge. Can you tell me about Dr. Mobius? I don't understand how the tech Klein wants will help. Can you tell me about the big empty? Big mountain, that is? We've spoken enough? No. Okay, lady killer.
What? Nonsense.
We can close our eyelids and breathe deeply, then stretch languidly. Turn and cough roughly, and then slowly scratch our nose, or run your hands through along the sides of your face, and then exhale rapidly. We'll do the first one.
What? What are you doing?
I guess we could do the coughing one. We just did this one, right? So we don't want to do it again. We'll do this one.
Stop it. Why? Why are you making me partake in this filthy formography?
We'll do this one now.
Enough. I am already intrigued. You have sufficiently percolated me. I don't know what it is about the biology of lobotomites. It infects my thoughts. All that skin and muscle and tissue.
Why don't you just give in? There's nothing wrong with looking at the human body. You all are a bunch of hypocrites, claiming superiority, but you miss being human. Admit it. Well, that's not a bad one. I'm gonna say this one.
I cannot deny it. The illogic of it. The betrayal of our own beliefs. I blame my curiosity.
You know, she's not curious because she was a human once before. I could come back anytime and just breathe if you want.
Would you? I feel so ashamed, but yet so intrigued. You'll need to give me a rest in between visits, or else my gel might run over. If you're ready, let me radar scan you. Slowly. Woo. Woo. Purple, purple, woo. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Purple. Ba-ba, bloop. Ba-ba, bloop. Ba-ba, bloop. Whew. Last little bit there. Thank you, lobotomite. Please, you must come back for further study when I've had a rest. I'm a little sensitive right now.
So, now that we're done with that, who are you and what exactly do you do here?
Why, my little bear of teddiness. I am Dr. Dalla, first head chief researcher of mineralogy and medicinal sciences. I have 211 doctorates in both applied sciences and techniques to apply those sciences. I also possess a degree in curiosity and advanced curiosity. That is merely schooling, however. When possible, I prefer fieldwork and observation to holotape eidetics. It has proven useful, especially now. I have become the expert on humanology and lobotomite behavior here at Big Mountain. My research doesn't descend into formography. It is only science.
You know, it kind of seems like the more gel you've got, the better off you are. Like, it's taken 200 years to degrade, like, certain brains in the biogel. That's what happens. The brains keep on degrading. It's just at a slower rate. But it seems like theirs is not necessarily as bad. But, I don't know. Maybe, I mean, it kind of is. But they can still do work and stuff. 211 doctorates? How is it even possible?
Why, we create not only scientific marvels here at Big Mountain, but new sciences as well. Everything can be quantified, categorized, and dissected until every group can be subgrouped or partitioned.
First head chief researcher. That's a lot of titles.
What is a name without a title or suffix for the sake of hierarchy? It is a long-standing quantification of personality and importance. We could not do without it. Surely you must be aware of the gravity of such attached appellations, just as surely as you must have a title.
Well, I'm sometimes called a courier, I guess.
Oh, a mailman. A delivery man. Someone who takes parcels from place to place using their primitive feet or similar conveyance. You are the second one I've met in recent times. Very different specimens.
Really, there was another courier.
Of course. You must have met others in your travels. This one had met other couriers too, although it sounded as if he hadn't met the correct one. He asked us all many questions, and then he asked a most perplexing one. We had to segment the event out of our memories for safety.
What was the question?
I do not know, nor should we try to access it. Perhaps Klein has the logs. My evaluation would be to let your own curiosity go. I do not think that Klein remembers the conversation as being satisfactory.
Why did you remove my brain, and how did you do it? Quest there.
Oh, removing it is a simple procedure. Well, except the complications it can cause to the heart and spine. But once the heart and spine are gone, no trouble at all. Clamp the subject down. One laser incision around the skull. Crack, snip, done. The brain is finally free of the skin envelope, which is then kept automated for cleanup duties around Big Mountain. Lobotomites. With you, however, something is definitely wrong. We've never had a lobotomite who kept speaking after being forcibly lobotomized. I am relieved the pacification field is working. If it didn't, I would broadcast some concern to my colleagues about safety protocols.
But how am I still talking and walking around then?
That is a good question. My theory is that the Tesla coils in your brain pan are still connected to your brain somehow. It really could be anywhere. Brains are a lot smarter than most researchers give them credit for. We still have your spine and heart. If you were to somehow find your brain, wherever it sloped off to, you could humanically reduce yourself again.
You know, I feel strange in here. Peaceful, but on edge.
It is the pacification field emitters that are broadcasting into the emptiness of your skull. Without a brain, your aggression is suppressed in here.
Is there any way to shut that off?
Why would you want such a thing? You might surrender to your hormones and commit primal aggression on me, on us, again and again. Then I would have to return the favor, activating my vivisectors and gently lobotomizing you from behind. Not something I would relish doing. No, the only way to circumvent the field is to have a brain, and we extracted that like we do all the lobotomites here.
Well, I had other questions.
An interrogation? How fascinating. Please begin.
At least she wants to talk to us. Can you tell me about Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius. A monstrous brain creased with wrinkles of 1,000 evils, with but one jaundiced eye with which to perceive the world. Exiled from the think tank for crimes too heinous to remain in recorded memory, and perhaps differences in research methodology. His one terrible eye forever peers at us, an eye of ever-increasing magnification. He watches from his dome in the Forbidden Zone, spying on us all.
I don't understand how the Tech Klein wants will help.
It'll all become clear. If not, at least we will have the technology here at the Dome, where all technology belongs. When we have all the technology, all the answers, we can share it with the world, piece by piece. All will be in order, and all will be like Big Mountain.
I bet the Brotherhood would like this place. Can you tell me about the Big Mountain?
This mountain, now crater, encompasses the sum total of knowledge of humankind. It is Big Mountain, where all questions can be answered. You'll see, no matter what your questions, Big Mountain will provide the answers, as it has done for so many before you.
Previous test subjects?
Oh yes, we've had other subjects visit. It's why we had to calibrate the pacification field and warm up our brainial beams and vivisectors. Only a short time ago, we had 3-1 subjects arrive, and they ruined several experiments, and even injured 2 of our staff. It is a shame their brains left with them. With you, however, we have taken precautions to ensure that problem won't repeat itself. We've conditioned you so you can't speak of this place, discuss our secrets, or attempt to use force against us in any way. Isn't that nice?
No, it's not. So, 3-1 subjects before. Why do you say that way?
Because 3-1 is 2. 2 spoke to us, one after the other. One mean, one curious. But there was a third we didn't speak to. The last one is the -1. It got traumatized, then taken to one of our medical centers for de-traumatization. A rather unsettling procedure.
So what happened with the visitors?
Ask Dr. O. And you could have asked 8 once, until he was severely damaged in the attack. We like him better this way.
Wow, that's rude. Maybe I had other questions?
An interrogation.
I did not.
Until our next interaction, my intriguing little lobotomite.
Stop hovering. I mean, if you want.
Give me a second. We're gonna talk to you again, see if there's anything else. Yeah. Hey. Good to see you, 2-8. Any new discoveries today? Oh, look at that. So, nothing there. How about you?
The lobotomite returns! What insidious plan can it have brewing in its horrid mind? What commie anti-American propaganda will it spew?
Nothing. And then, what else did you have to say? I don't wanna... Trust me, I'll get those technologies all right. And then that was it. Okay, well, we can't talk to them. I wonder if we can talk to her again.
And you return as curious as a teddy bear. Are you stuck in a looping gesture of greeting?
Looping gesture of greeting, you say?
Looping, yes. It is a scientific fact that hormones drive a percentage of lobotomites into recursive behavior patterns. We haven't researched this, as my colleagues care little about the behavior patterns of lobotomites once their brains are removed. It is why so many are littered around the facility, like skinvelopes, discarded after they are peeled open and the contents extracted.
Great, so I have those two guys to deal with, plus the robots. What recursive behavior patterns are you talking about exactly?
It varies according to the number and density of lobotomites that have infected an area. In 43% of observed cases, 2 lobotomites left alone will fight for dominance or inject bodily fluids into each other's orifices. Unsanitary. I have tried to observe more cases, but subjects seem unwilling to release bodily fluids in my presence.
Gross. Okay, alright, Dr. O.
Breaking news! Talking lobotomite arrives in think tank. Its purpose, unknown. Undefinable. Its presence here, impossible.
You're Dr. O, huh?
Oh? Oh, yes. I'm not going to bother correcting you. At least you got the doctor part correct. I can be grateful for that, at least. Stop the presses! Just in from my eye monitors. Is that Robco tech on your arm? It is! What's your agenda bringing that in here?
Wait, what? This Pip-Boy?
How dare you bring Robco tech in here? What are you showing off? How great Robert House and his big company are?
Oh, we can make Securitrons better than any robot those geniuses at Big Mountain could make, and they'll last 1,000 years.
You're lucky I don't have hands to tear that dip boy off your arm, or feet to stomp on its stupid metal guts. Ugh. Damn Robco.
Big Mountain doesn't like Robco. I guess he was competing with these guys. I don't think I'll worry you by telling you what House and his robots have been up to since...
Worry about House? Why would I do this? Hope he died alone in a dingy room, streaming his last remaining bodily fluids into jars. And him and his dirty girdle bots. Don't even get me started on those filthy biological catcher's mitts.
Alright, well, calm down. Just wanted to ask you some questions.
Fine. Ask.
So I heard you and 8 were attacked by previous visitors?
I don't like to talk about it. 8, he can't talk about it. They fried his voice module. Something good. It wasn't all the visitors, though. Only one of them got out of control. He's the one that took control of Little Yangtze, our old human farm.
Well, can you tell me what happened?
This human, I can't believe it. He broke out of the think tank in seconds. Then he went for Yangtze, got bomb collars, and started practicing on the subjects that were still there until he got the right frequency. We were sending robots to stop him, and he was slicing and cutting through their shells with some souped-up laser gun like they were cheese paper. When he hacked into the mainframe, A tried to stop him and got fried. Me? He rerouted my processors to take control of the train network here. If you see the tunnels with the trains plowed into them, you can thank our visitor for that. He wrecked the whole place. While we were trying to keep containment on the surface, turns out he used one train to punch out a tunnel and escape. Sealed now, but...
Who are the others?
2 other human specimens. One arrived not long after the troublemaker, and the last one, not sure when he showed up. Thought the first one was going to be lobotomized in Y-17. She got out somehow. The last subject, Klein might know more. He talked to him, and let him leave the think tank. Hope he knew what he was doing.
So 2 males and 1 female. So why is that?
Klein knows things we don't. And I think he told some of those things to the last visitor. Dangerous things if they ever got out.
So what do you do here exactly?
All things robotical. You see a robot? I made it. See a broken robot? I made it that way. Deconstructed it down to parts. I have a gift with machines. I can render anything inoperable. Preserve them in a non-functioning state.
Well, that doesn't sound impressive. Breaking machines, that's it?
Who asked you? You just wait until a working machine threatens you, and you'll wish I was around.
So do you have another name?
Yeah, I do. It wasn't always O. I just took that one by default because sometimes it's easier to accept the mistake as long as the purpose works. I don't want to get into it. It's a sore topic with me. Makes my gel ripple.
Are you sure? I'm a good listener. Got the ears for it.
Great. Psychology. Clearly the worst of the sciences, right after cholestodiuretics. Okay, so my name is an O. Never was. It was circular, a single character, digit, but not O. But even with enhanced sensors, no one here could get it right. Always kept seeing the letter, not the number.
I don't get it. What, they thought your letter was a number? Okay.
Fine.
You don't have enough intelligence for that. Tell me about Mobius and the monsters of his.
That genius, Mobius, somehow cobbled together these really impressive-looking robot scorpions with spare parts. Even painted them. Tried to see what makes them tick. Can't even examine them without them detonating all over me. Left with shrapnel and burns. Every time. Supposedly, he has even larger models, even a giant robot scorpion hidden deep within the Forbidden Zone. Yeah, right. Giant monsters, sure.
A giant one?
Yeah, crazy, right? Something right out of a midnight science fiction feature. Ridiculous. What are the odds?
Yeah, what are the odds? Can you tell me about this facility?
Big Mountain used to be a mountain. Then there was a slight mishap. Now it's a crater. The dome used to be buried, now it's exposed to the sky. Don't get me wrong. Makes the sky light up like a planetarium at night. All those spectra. So soothing.
I need more of those worthless caps to test the CIU barter function upstairs.
I'd have a few left. Let me check. Yeah, there were a few under the monitors here. Here you go. Keeps the place tidy.
50. A few? Okay, I gotta leave and then talk to him about that. I think we've spoken enough for a second.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
because I brought with me some of these. Now we can talk to him again.
Ah, predictable. The lobotomite specimen returns. Its purpose? Repetition. Chances of success? High.
Okay. I wanted to talk to you about your name.
What about it? I don't feel like arguing it with you two.
If they kept confusing the letter with the number, your name is Dr. Zero.
Yes, thank you. Zero. I am Zero. How hard is that? A narrow, thin zero.
I don't know. O sounds more impressive. That's not much of an improvement. Alright, so you want me to call you Zero, or...
Zero's my name. I'm proud of it, all right? It doesn't get the recognition it deserves. Truth be told, my emotional attachment to it doesn't even register compared to just having people recognize the difference. It's just that they're both sort of round and hollow, so when they monitor scan them, they assume that, oh, it's O. Vivisect me, please.
Oh my gosh, really? Zero and O.
Fine.
Nothing. Because we need more intelligence. And I don't think I have anything that'll give us that. Let's go talk to, what's his face up here.
Did you retrieve the technologies yet?
No.
We need them, as I have indicated.
I'd be honored if I could hear any knowledge the think tank had to share on the sciences. You all seem knowledgeable in your fields. No doubt there's much you can share with me.
Why, yes. We are filled with the knowledge you speak of. If you wish to know more, simply ask the others. They can help you.
I did already. I heard one of the previous visitors to the dome spoke to you and asked you some questions.
Oh, yes, the last visitor. Well, the one just before you. Had an interesting name from some language that's almost impossible to speak. What did we speak about? Melancholy fellow. Had questions about history, but our conversation got interrupted. Twice, I believe. Once when the trains got derailed, and then a second time. Oddly enough, now that I'm accessing my databanks, I don't recall what the second time was. Mobius's incessant transmissions keep distracting me. Also, we didn't brain scrub the visitor. He may have left with some knowledge he shouldn't have. I believe, maybe. Oh well, I'm sure it's of no consequence. I don't make many mistakes in calculation or perception, so probability favors me.
Well, you seem like the one in charge here. Are you?
I am Dr. Klein, Chief Head Researcher of Logistical Operations and Ideology here at Big Mountain. I am surprised you have not heard of me. I am first in my field, first chair, as it were, back in the days of chairs.
Say, who's Dr. Mobius?
Dr. Mobius was not the horrifying creature you saw upon the screen, twisted by science. He was once one of us. A friend. He researched in directions contrary to the think tank. Brains, 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 always about the brains. So we exiled him. He says he left of his own volition, but that was to save him the embarrassment. Now he sends his intelligence-consuming scorpions from the Forbidden Zone to plunder the secrets of Big Mountain. He is a menace.
Robo-scorpions drain intelligence from living creatures? How? Chems? That would maybe make sense. These mechanical robots, robo-scorpions, consume intelligence. Are you certain of your findings? We'll do this one.
I'm not certain. Perhaps it only affects machines. If so, you may be immune. If it is chems, then we have nothing to fear. Since we are afraid, it must not be chems, and you need not fear, which means you can test it. Logical.
Sure, yeah, logical. So why do I have this strange passive sensation in here?
It's a side effect of the cerebral scrubbing. It won't stop you from excreting, or asking questions, apparently. Have to correct that next time. Hormonal aggressive tendencies are actively suppressed, however. They are a no-no and not permitted in the think tank. The scrubbing also ensures your silence to keep Big Mountain safe. This facility is top secret, and you cannot speak of it to anyone outside of Big Mountain. Should have done it with the last batch, and the anti-aggression scrub.
Why the anti-aggressive programming?
We had to take precautions after the last visitors. They caused a great deal of damage in a short time. Should have made sure they couldn't mention Big Mountain once they left. An oversight.
Who were these visitors?
Dr. 8 and Dr. O could tell you more. Dr. O more than 8. The battle against the visitors damaged 8's voice module. Suffice to say, those visitors are unwelcome. They stole a great many secrets and much technology. Impertinent. They also broke one of my trains.
Your trains. So, what is this place?
This is the think tank. The nerve center of Big Mountain. The greatest research center known to man, and to us. Here we test and test and test some more in the name of science. Atomic power, nuclear power, and scientific power.
I've heard this place called the Big Empty.
Yes, because the intellectually challenged see an M and a T next to each other and take Occam's razor to it. While you are here, you will refer to this place properly, and you will do the same with the other scientists here.
I'd like to know more about the Forbidden Zone.
That glowing red scar? That laser lobotomy canyon maze carved in the landscape as if by some child? It is Mobius's fortress. From that hemorrhoidal fissure, he sends his amazing robo-scorpions to terrify and irritate us. He always tended to the dramatic.
Can you tell me more about these pylons?
Ask Boros. I believe he knows more about the fence than any brain. Except maybe Mobius. Mobius was involved in their construction, if I recall. But he's such a hack, he probably was reading off Boros' notes and schematics.
It sounds like Mobius was one of you guys. I have some questions about this brain extraction you all performed.
Well, we didn't actually do it. We tried to clean up after, as always, but usually the auto-dock runs on remote. But we programmed it, or Mobius did. Still, this new wrinkle with the Tesla coils in your skull was unexpected. I mean, we predicted we'd have a breakthrough eventually, but Dala knows more. She supervised your spine peel and the heart circumcision, then dumped them both into the tanks in the sink above. Quite sanitary. Sure took her time. She always takes longer than projected with lobotomite surgeries. Not sure why.
I know why. You said before that Mobius might have my brain.
Yes. In all probable likelihoods, yes. Possibly. That it may have gone to Mobius is merely an inkling. I don't know why, but it may be something involving the surgery code. Actually, I don't know. All I know is it misplaced itself, or it floated off. They get into robots sometimes and go on a tear.
What's this Autodoc surgery code you mentioned? Mobius set up the Autodoc medical routines, so you think he's responsible for the post-organ dump?
Yes, always leaves back doors into things. Have to keep finding them and closing them. The Autodoc is now erased of his routines. It was thorough. Only Mobius would know for sure what happened with the procedure. Perhaps. Well, and your brain, of course, it would know as well.
My brain would know?
It can communicate the procedure when we examine it. It is conceivable to trace its surgical scalpel prints once we have the brain. Might take some time, but your brain has no pain nerve to scream at us while we dissect it. Convenient. I detest screaming in my lab.
What's this Autodoc surgery code you mentioned?
Mobius's legacy code was in the old Autodoc. Yes, it fried itself after your procedure so he couldn't tell for sure. It is unfortunate. We would have benefited from knowing how the breakthrough occurred. Even if we installed another chip, the information is lost.
Why would Mobius want my brain?
Why does he seek our destruction? Why did he build robot scorpions with intelligence training stingers? It is because he hasn't cleaned his biogel in a long time. Clearly he's got some sort of psychological corrosion. He's mad.
These mechanical robots, scorpions, consume intelligence. Are you certain of your findings?
Dr. O is certain of his findings, and no one else in the think tank is willing to test the results. Loss of brainial power. Terrifying. O has said on many occasions his inability to comprehend Mobius's robo-schematics is because of repeated robo-scorpion stings.
Oh, well, I guess that's it. Bye.
Yes, a most goodbye.
Let's talk to him again.
Did you retrieve the techno...
He's all done. Is everybody else all done? Nothing.
The lobotomite returns! What insidious plan can it have brewed?
Nothing.
And you return.
Not exactly. I have some questions I need answers to.
How randomized? Ask your questions then.
Do I, though? No, I don't. Thanks. And you? Nothing. So... oh, that was a microfusion cell. We don't need them. Not right now.
I can hear your penis-tipped feet tromping around.
Do they have my armor on? Oh, I don't. I didn't know I had this on. You know what we can do? Apparel. Oh, no, we want to keep that on. There we go. See what our guy looks like. Oh, yeah, I remember now. Looks like a tunnel snake. You know what? Exit, because I don't want to... there's no doors on the bottom. You kidding? There's a fan right there. Alright. Man's radiation suit. It's kind of nice. And tats. Yucca. Mentats. 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 Oh gosh. Of course they would use mentats. Oh, box. No. No, I don't need any of that. Not right now. It'll be down here. the dog experiments that he was talking about. They have ammo all over the place. That's one of the scientist gloves. We got scientist everything. And of course, they would have lots and lots of actually keep that open. You know what? We'll just take all of that. Machines, radios. So these would be each of their rooms.
I can hear your feet dropping around.
Empty trunk. Radio. Nothing on the radio. This must be his. Maybe. This must be dollars. Yeah, this is hers. She's fascinated with people for some reason. One guy's, we get the dog cages and the animals and stuff. The one guy's into fixing things or like mechanics. There's nothing in there. I'm sure there's supposed to be some sort of diplomas. Oh, this is pictures. Oh, landscapes. Okay. There's the one that said that he didn't want to go anywhere. Turns out they're all, I wouldn't say trapped here, but they've made a decision and now they don't turn back on it. We'll take the Mentats. Do these double? Let's see. I don't want to take two of them, but we're going to. Yeah, okay. They don't double up. Only way it would double is if we had something else to use, like that. I like how nothing's stolen here. Come on. Okay, we gotta get this on. Come on. Hold on, maybe we get these gloves. Nothing, okay. No, I don't want that, I want... Got it, okay. If you wanted to differentiate the O and the 0, just put a slash through the 0.
What?
0. Draw a slash through the O. It's standard term link code to distinguish the two. Are you seriously confused about this? Or are you messing with me?
Did I shoot myself with a brainial beam or something? That's brilliant. I mean, I would have come to the same conclusion. Eventually. Oh, who am I deceiving? I never would have figured that out. I can't figure anything out. I'm useless.
And that's what makes you truly a zero. So is that what you want to be? I have no idea how you incompetents survive this long. What? And that's what makes you truly a zero?
Exactly. At least the old name was indisputable. Oh is more like surprise. Oh, look what I stepped in.
Well, there's power in zero. It reduces anything multiplied against it to 0. Or you may want to stick with O, as in the O of discovery. Maybe you should dispense with the names and focus on the accomplishments. Yeah.
Well, of course it does. That's the most lethal of mathematics. That's pretty cool, actually. Destroyer of numbers. I already wreck every robot I study. Why not basic arithmetic? I like your solution. With that kind of slash in the middle, I can set myself apart. If I wanted to. The biggest zero in all the think tank. They won't be able to escape it. That diagonal slash right down the middle. Thanks. Talking to you, it really helped unclog some frustration. Talking. What a primitive form of thought kicking.
So, Zero, got any amazing discoveries to share?
You know, hearing my name said like that, it really de-reses my screens. As for discoveries, well, of course. Look at this. Just, built it. Amazing, isn't it?
Really? I did not want that stuff. Yeah, it certainly is interesting, whatever it once was.
You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend. I broke one of the monitors, and those innards start falling out everywhere. If you could just hold on to that for me until, well, forever, that would be welcome.
Well, alright, well, that's all that I had to say to you.
Until our next scheduled audio transmission and reception, then.
Yeah, for sure. Bye. Well, we are done speaking to these things. Oh, there's some boxes here. We'll look in the boxes and then we'll go. And okay, that's good. Everything else is left here. We'll grab those scientist gloves before we leave, because we have our cool scientist scrubs on. That would be not in here. I believe that it's right here. Go. And we'll put those on. Oh, I guess they're under weapons, aren't they? Oh, it's just one glove. It's a single glove. That's okay. Alright. Now we are gonna end the episode because this has taken an extremely long time. So. Next time, we're going to discover the sink. We're going to discover... Well, we're going to discover this place. Right here. And... yeah, so this is the sink. We're going to discover this. And then we might start something. There's a lot of talking in this DLC. This first part. And then after that, it's a little less talking. But it's interesting, so... well, at least from what I can remember. But anyways, alright. I'm just going to make this quick. Take care, and bye for now.